With the cooking show allegedly in the bag, Meghan Markle is focusing on other things that have possibly not gone too well in her life. And I'm sure that's a bumper postal bag, don't you? On a serious note, seemingly Meghan does like to look into things. As I've told you before, she has multiple social media accounts. Don't believe the rubbish that they don't look at things or they don't have things set up. Of course they do. They're like all of us, curious, want to know what the public are thinking about them, and more importantly, like to know exactly where the story or the narrative is going in that particular direction. Now, as many people have pointed out, Meghan was thoroughly upset, not really just being dumped by one of the biggest organisations in the world. That was, of course, the streaming giant Spotify. I mean, it must have hurt, as I said, because there they were, willing to do anything to make it work, but Meghan didn't want to work, clearly, and they were very, very clear about that, basically saying they were grifters who just didn't want to put the hours in. Now, as we know, Meghan has this brand new deal, a lot smaller in the paycheck, if any at all, and, allegedly now trying to work around that. But what's interesting here is she feels that, according to that well-placed source, Prince William is doing a lot to make sure that he publicly, as the kids say today, is trolling her. Let me explain. Morning, how are you? You all right? Yes, well, I'm all right. Well, it's raining, to be honest. We're hiding under here. Yeah, it's a nice place, this, isn't it? Yeah, very nice. And you see, very glitzy. It's the apartments of a very wealthy person. I won't say who. Well, we can't. Well, I know, I'd like to share. Well, you've got to be careful, haven't you? That's the thing. Well, we don't want to get hoofed off. We haven't finished yet, have we? It's important to get these stories going. Do you see what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get back to your own story of the day. This particular picture definitely created raised eyebrows. Let me tell you, over in the land of Montecito. No two ways about it. But apparently, according to a well-placed source, what really upset Meghan Markle wasn't so much the rejection as some people might suggest from, of course, Taylor Swift, which did really prove to be really difficult. But apparently Prince William, she feels that he literally is attacking her. And more importantly, sort of saying, not nasty things as such, but highlighting the fact that she was rejected so publicly. You see, according to the person that used to work with Meghan, and I can say that now, when Meghan wrote to Taylor Swift and wanted her to go on the archetypes thing and all of that sort of stuff, obviously she knew that Taylor Swift had this powerful fan base that could have been very advantageous to, of course, the situation that Meghan was trying to do, get people to listen to her on Spotify. Now, what really angered and upset Meghan, and to this point, she doesn't understand why she was rejected. She wrote her a personal note, and as we told you, the note really didn't say anything about what the project was, hence the reason there was a problem, you see. Now, Taylor Swift apparently got her media, a sort of media spokesperson, to respond back saying, not interested, too busy, something along those levels. Now, according to that source, Meghan now feels that not only is, of course, the Taylor Swift rejection highlighted, but all thanks to William attending the concert recently in London with his two children, Prince George and Princess Charlotte. This is just trolling of a new level. Apparently even Prince Harry feels the same way. But it's silly, isn't it? Because, clearly Taylor Swift has decided where her bread's buttered. She's decided this is the person to attach myself to. Obviously, Meghan and Harry read into this totally differently. Now, I would say, of course, that it could be a little bit sort of ungracious of Taylor, perhaps at that point, not to have drawn a line under that. But according to the person who worked alongside Meghan for a period, Taylor was having none of it, was very much for the monarchy, loved Queen Elizabeth, thought the world, of course, of Prince William and, of course, Princess Catherine. So why would she want to reach out to someone in her eyes that had done so much damage to the British monarchy? That's the part, clearly, that Meghan hasn't got to grips with. It's not really about trolling, is it? It's about the way you've treated people, as ever. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.